92.5. Brooke and Jubal's second date update.
I'm sure you guys have had friends that argue all the time with their significant other.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know, that couple that they can't ever go out anywhere because you know it's going to end in an argument. That has to start at some point, maybe even on a first date.
Oh.
Kind of what happened with Nick, who wants us to call Grace today. That's the girl that he went out with. I don't even know why Nick wants to call her because it sounds like a horrible first date. But we're going to talk to him about it anyway and ask. Nick, how are you?
Hey, guys. First off, I just want to say I'm like a huge, huge fan of the show. You guys are awesome.
Thanks, Nick.
Jubal, like, you're the man. I love listening to the stuff you guys do on the radio.
All right.
Okay.
Couldn't agree more.
Yeah. Now we're getting out of control, Nick. Let's be honest.
Nick, your email said that you and Grace, the girl you went out with, argued the whole time on your date. Why do you want to call her? Why do you even want a second date?
I don't know, man. I just felt like there was some kind of, like, connection, you know? Like, there's something fiery about
It's
the whole
not passion,
thing.
dude.
Well, was it the type of arguing that's like over big theological issues, or was it the kind of like fiery debate that you can have with some people? Because I think that's nice sometimes.
It was just, like, about some stuff. Like, some of it was about stuff that happened that night, but,
Can you get more specific here?
yeah, well, I'll give you, like, sort of the lowdown of, like, what happened.
Okay.
Basically, like, we'd met online. It was either like Tinder or it was OkCupid or
Can't even
You don't even
remember?
know which place you met her
Oh my
at,
God.
Nick.
How much online dating are you doing, dude?
I don't know, like a good deal. I mean, it's fun, you know. It's fun to meet people.
Right.
Okay.
So you met Grace on some website, and you guys met up. Now, your email said that you started off arguing. You started the whole thing off with an argument. How does that even happen, dude? How do you start off with an argument on your first date right away?
Well, like we met up at this parking lot. Like, we met in the mall parking lot.
Okay.
You know, because she was like, "Oh, you know, we don't really know each other that well. I don't want you to like come pick me up at like my house."
Right.
Which I respect for. So we're like hanging out in the parking lot of this mall, and I was like, "All right, well, let's go." I made a reservation somewhere else, and she was like, "Oh, well, I kind of thought we would be here," and I was like, "No, like it's at another restaurant down the way. Like, just hop in my car and we'll go."
Oh, so she didn't want to get in the car with you because she thought you were a creep.
Yeah, she didn't want to get in the car.
And
You
you guys
do realize-
argued about that?
Well, I was like, you know, like it's a date. It seems like a more sort of economical.
Get in the
idea.
car!
Yeah.
Get in here!
Nick,
Now.
So-
you don't sound like a fiery person. You sound pretty laid back.
Well, I have like opinions, I guess.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. I wanted to do nice things for her, and she wasn't letting me do them. And I was like, hey, like I want to drive you to the date.
Okay. So she said, no, I don't want to get in your car. You said, get in the car now. I'm taking you to dinner. She said, no. Did it get heated with you guys?
We were arguing, but it didn't really get heated until we got to the restaurant. And that's when like the big argument started.
Big
big
argument.
one.
You guys have known each other for all of what? An hour by this point?
Probably like 50 minutes. Yeah, a little less.
Okay, so what was the argument about in the restaurant?
Well, she like went to sit down, and I could see that she had this tattoo on her hip.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, "Oh, what's that? Can you tell me what it's about?" She was like, No, I'd rather not." And I was like, "Oh, come on, like it's on your body, you know, like you got a tattoo on your body. It's there forever. It's in a pretty visible place. Like, what is it?" And she was like, "No, I got it when I was 17. I don't really like. Just would rather not talk about it on a first date."
Why didn't you just let it go then, Nick?
Well, I tried to like forget it and not think about it, and then like a minute would go by and it would come into my head again. And just ask, and I would say like, "Why can't we just talk about this now so we can get to the next part of dinner?"
Oh my God, Nick. You
So-
know you're coming off as crazy, right?
You argued with her the entire date. How did things end with you guys?
Well, I was pretty upset about it, and she was pretty upset about it, and you know, we drove back to the parking lot, and it got a little bit worse, and then she just left.
Were you? I mean, at any point during this, did the arguments escalate into actual yelling?
Yeah, definitely.
So Nick, why do you even want to call her back for a second date? You guys obviously don't get along.
I really liked her. She's really pretty, and she had a cool energy about her. She was really feisty, and like she didn't take any crap from me, and she would just give it right back. And I felt like it could be like a really cool sexual energy too.
Now there it
is. Nick, do you normally fall for girls who tend to beat you up a little bit?
I like a girl who like can stand up for herself.
Yeah,
Right.
But screaming at the end of a date, not exactly the same as feisty.
Yeah, but you never know, like sometimes people are together and they like just have that thing where they just like are know how to push each other's buttons.
You fight and then you make up.
This girl is
And
not.
the makeup is very nice. All right, Nick. Well, we'll play a song, come back, call her, get her on the phone. And we already know why she's not calling you back. That's a terrible first date you just told us about. But we'll see if we can get you a second date, I guess. Okay?
All right, cool.
All right. Hang on.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
All right, I figured it out. I figured out how Nick, who's on the phone to do a second date update with us right now, can actually get this girl to go out with him again.
Apologize profusely and swear it won't happen again.
No.
Oh.
Well, kind of, I guess. Nick's about to have us call Grace for a second date update. Their first date was filled with arguments. It started at the car and continued on through dinner. They argued the whole time. Nick, you want a second date with her, right?
Yeah, definitely.
For whatever reason. I'm guessing the best way to do that is to just tell her, hey, at least it's going to be all uphill from here. Like, it can't get any worse than what happened on our first date.
Unless she disagrees with you and then you start a fight.
Yeah. And then just ends up in an argument.
I mean, I'm willing to try whatever, so.
Okay, we're going to call her right now, see if we can get her on the phone, talk to her about your date, and then we'll connect you with her. Okay?
Great.
All right, man. Here we go.
Hello,
Hi, is Grace there?
this is she.
Hello, Grace. How are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning.
Hi.
Do you know who I am?
I do. I just don't know why you're calling me, but hello.
Do you know who I am, Grace?
I feel like you've used that line a couple of times.
I have,
Yeah.
mostly at restaurants.
Uh-huh.
So you listen to our show at all?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. Have you ever heard the second date updates before?
I think I heard one.
Okay. So you kind of know what it is. It's where you go out on a date with somebody, end up not calling them back. They email us to get you on the phone and ask why. The person that I'm calling about is named Nick.
You've got to be kidding me.
Nope. And I feel like
That was the best response you ever could have given.
I feel like this is a very memorable date for you because we actually talked to Nick. We read his email, and he said that you guys argued throughout the whole first date, but Nick still wants to go out with you.
He is a loon. I'm glad we're doing this because this is going to be like a warning to everybody on Match.com.
Oh my
Okay.
God. He didn't even list Match.
So what happened on the date?
So I told him, let's meet in the mall parking lot. That's where I always meet dates because I don't know these guys yet.
Right.
And I told him we're going to go to eat at the restaurant that was, right there where I had parked. He starts going into a fit, wanting me to get in his car because he's going to take me to a place that's, quote, bitchin'.
Bitchin'. I'm going to take you to a bitchin' spot.
That's like a 5-star Yelp
Yeah,
review.
well, he explained that to us, Grace. He told us all about your argument in the parking lot that you didn't want to get in the car, and he said that he had planned to take you to a nice dinner and wanted to drive you there, and told us how you argued quite a bit.
So we're in the car, and he starts trying to kiss me at every stop sign.
No, he didn't.
Really? Right away?
Yes, I'm like, get out of here. And then he says, you need to be more open with me.
Wow. Okay, he didn't mention anything about the kissing. I'll go ahead, Grace, and tell you what else he said about your date.
Go ahead.
He said that you went to the restaurant and got in a little bit of an argument about your tattoo.
It was like a dog seeing a bone. He would not shut up about this tattoo. Where'd you get it? What's it mean? What, did you have it? How old were you? Did it hurt? What color ink did they use? Who was it? I'm like, shut up. First, it's private, first of all. If I want you to know what my tattoo is, I'll tell you. Okay,
Yeah.
I didn't. So I'm getting mad. And I'm just start yelling. And I said, it's none of your business. And so he said, well, if that's your attitude, you're paying for dinner.
Oh, no!
It was worth $40 to me to just get him out of my sight. I put down the $40, and I'm like, take me back to my car now. I mean, really, I could have ran there, but I had on good shoes.
Hey, Grace, I'll tell you this. Nick, when he was talking about you, I said, why do you even want to go out on a second date with Grace? Because you guys argued the whole time, right? I didn't know about him being a weirdo or whatever with you. I just knew about you guys arguing. And I said, why would you want to go out with her again? He said, I love the fact that she's got spunk and she stands up for herself. You do have a lot of spunk.
Yeah.
He got that right.
And you're funny.
Yeah, what if you were to talk to Nick right now? What would you say to him?
Well, I'd have to spit because I'd throw up in my mouth a little bit. But I would just suggest a bit of therapy. He just, I don't know if his meds hadn't kicked in yet or they wore off or what the backstory is.
Hey,
but he's got issues.
Grace?
Oh, my God, Grace.
Yeah.
Nick is actually on the phone.
Hey, Grace.
You've got to be kidding me.
No, not at all. Nick, what do you have to say for yourself? Is everything that Grace said true?
I mean, it's not that bad, but, we had some hiccups in our date. And,
Well, you told us about the hiccups. You told us about the hiccups, but I'm talking about trying to kiss her as soon as she got in the car and that kind of stuff.
well, I met her online. Like, a lot of the girls that I've met online are, down, to kiss, pretty much right off the bat.
I feel like that's probably
man.
not true.
They're not, Nick. They might be doing it to shut you up because, first of all, I have never been around anybody that uses more words but says absolutely nothing and takes 25 minutes to do it. I mean, you are one of the most annoying human beings that has ever walked this earth.
Wow.
See, that's why I like you, is because you got that spunk. You're not afraid to, tell it how it is and stuff like that.
Right. Here's how it is. The guys didn't let me finish my story. When we got to my car, finally, thank the Lord, he started crying.
What was he saying?
What? Why was he crying?
Well, I just don't understand why this is South, because I think that you're just an awesome chick, and there's all this energy and chemistry.
Nick.
And he jumped in the back seat of my car.
He jumped in the backseat of your car.
How'd you get him out?
He's sitting there, I'm not going to get out until you promise me a second date. I'm not going to get out. Sometimes I just got to warm up.
So
I'll be better on the next day. And so I was like, okay, I'll go out with you again. And the freak got out of my car, and I'd like to apologize to them all because I left big old tire marks as I was going out.
Nick, is all that true?
Well, I was upset,
Nick.
Nick,
put all this energy and focus into something.
Nick,
and then,
Nick, you are very calmly talking about this. You don't see anything wrong with your behavior.
No, I do. I don't think I was, the perfect date or anything like that, but that's what I wanted to go on a second
The perfect date, Nick.
That was the understatement of the century, Nick.
Nick, I'm gonna
my
recap
good
one
Lord.
thing real quick for you. You were in tears, blubbering, jumped in the backseat of her car, refused to get out unless you would go on a second date. That is not normal behavior, man.
All right, well, I don't know. I was improvising.
Okay.
Nick,
Yeah.
how about this? You don't have to cry and throw yourself around this time. I will ask for a second date for you. Grace, would you like to go out with Nick again? We will pay for a second date. Please don't yell at me.
Come on.
Yeah, I would. What we're going to do is we're going to go to a therapist's office. I'm going to drop him off, and you guys will pay for it. That'll probably be the nicest thing you've done this year.
It's like a charity case for Nick.
Mm-hmm.
Nick, there you go, man. That's what happened.
Well, win some, lose some, I guess.
Hey, Nick, are we still cool? I know that you got put through a lot here with Grace and everything else and being in this segment. You may feel ripped on everything else. We're still cool, right? You still are friends with the show and everything?
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys are cool. I mean,
Okay.
you went out of your way to do this for me. That's pretty cool.
All right. Thank you, man. Thank you for the second date update. Take care.
All right, I will.
All right,
Thanks,
man.
Jewel.
Yeah. I just wanted to make sure he was still friends with us because he is crazy.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.